Rising from the ocean depths is a $1 trillion engineering marvel that literally rewrote the map of the world. This is the ultimate artificial island, a sprawling military fortress built entirely from scratch in the middle of the South China Sea. Constructing this massive mega-project required moving millions of tons of earth, challenging the sheer force of nature. But how exactly do you build a massive, unsinkable aircraft carrier out of crushed coral and sand? To understand this $1 trillion feat, we must go back to the very beginning, when these waters held only submerged reefs. For centuries, these strategic maritime locations remained undisturbed, hidden just meters below the ocean surface. But beneath the calm waves lay the foundation for the most ambitious land reclamation project in human history. Before a single grain of sand was moved, fleets of survey vessels mapped the underwater topography with pinpoint precision.
Then, the ultimate engineering armada arrived, deploying the largest mobile maritime equipment ever constructed.
Leading the charge were the super dredgers, colossal mechanical beasts designed to tear apart the ocean floor.
These vessels position themselves precisely over the targeted coral beds, locking themselves against the ocean currents.
Deep below the surface, rotating mechanical cutter heads commenced high-volume material extraction.
The massive steel teeth pulverized the seafloor, grinding solid rock and ancient coral into a fine, sediment-rich slurry.
This pulverized material was immediately sucked up by high-pressure underwater pumping systems.
Massive hydrostatic pressure forced the slurry through extensive floating pipeline networks across substantial maritime distances.
At the discharge points, operators employed the rainbowing technique, a violent aerial deployment of millions of tons of sediment.
Round the clock, 24 hours a day, the machinery blasted the seabed material into the shallows.
Slowly, the dark terrestrial material pierced the ocean surface, marking the first milestones of land reclamation. What was once a treacherous submerged hazard was rapidly transforming into a permanent landmass.
As the artificial land expanded, the construction phase transitioned from maritime dredging to heavy terrestrial earthmoving.
Fleets of mechanical equipment systematically leveled the irregular dredged material. They carved out massive, perfectly flat surfaces, meticulously following comprehensive site planning parameters.
This extreme pressure expelled the excess water, creating a structurally stable foundation capable of holding heavy infrastructure.
The environmental transformation was absolute, replacing the natural ecosystem with an extensive industrial construction landscape.
But sand alone cannot withstand the relentless, punishing forces of the open ocean. To prevent progressive erosion from tidal cycling, engineers initiated massive perimeter reinforcement. Thick layers of gravel and aggregate rock were deployed to shield the shifting sand from the wave action. Simultaneously, massive industrial concrete batching plants were erected directly on site. These facilities produced millions of tons of structural concrete, essential for binding and stabilizing the island.
Hydraulic crane systems swung into action, positioning massive interlocking concrete tetrapods along the coastline. These complex structures were engineered specifically for optimized wave energy dissipation. When typhoon-force waves strike, the concrete forest shatters their kinetic energy, protecting the fragile sand behind it.
A continuous seawall ring was constructed around the entire perimeter, fortifying the island against the harshest tropical storms.
With the perimeter secured, operations shifted to excavating massive, protected interior lagoons.
Dredging continued within these lagoons to carve out deep water basins and wide navigational channels.
This allowed the installation of extensive reinforced concrete piers, transforming sandbanks into maritime logistics hubs.
These deep-water ports were designed to accommodate the substantial drafts of heavy naval and merchant fleets. But the strategic centerpiece of this $1 trillion megaproject lay in its aviation infrastructure. Heavy paving equipment deployed perfectly level layers of military-grade asphalt.
This created sprawling, multi-kilometer runway systems capable of supporting the heaviest transport aircraft.
Spanning 3 kilometers in length, these runways turned the islands into immovable aircraft carriers. Alongside the airstrips, engineers constructed hardened aircraft shelters from ultra-thick reinforced concrete. These hangars were designed to protect critical aviation assets from both environmental degradation and potential strikes.
Below the surface, extensive underground bunker networks were excavated into the compacted foundations.
These subterranean pathways connected critical command centers, providing heavily protected communication corridors. Above ground, advanced sensory systems and communication domes were installed at strategic elevation points. These radar installations provided comprehensive airspace and maritime domain awareness across vast geographic regions. The construction never stopped. 24-hour continuous operations were sustained by a massive logistical supply chain. Heavy transport aircraft constantly delivered supplies and equipment to keep the $1 trillion project moving forward. Simultaneously, mainland logistical networks funneled endless materials into the newly operational forward deployment bases.
To make these remote fortresses habitable, thousands of tons of terrestrial soil were imported from the mainland.
This established vegetation growth, providing vital land stabilization and a touch of habitability to the industrial landscape. Multi-story residential blocks were rapidly erected, designed to accommodate thousands of permanent and rotational personnel.
Survival hundreds of kilometers from the mainland required the deployment of massive desalination plants.
These complex facilities enabled sustainable freshwater production, stripping the salt from the ocean itself. Power generation combined renewable energy systems with heavy conventional generators to ensure an unbreakable electrical grid. With the infrastructure established, comprehensive defensive systems were anchored into the artificial geography.
Anti-aircraft and anti-missile platforms provided total protective coverage over the newly claimed maritime boundaries.
Hi my dear, I hope that all is well. Please, dear brothers and sisters, subscribe my video because it's my first channel. Your one subscribe gives me more motivation.
In a matter of months, over 3,200 acres of artificial terrestrial surfaces had been rapidly manufactured.
Submerged reef formations were permanently replaced by fortified, unsinkable military platforms. Navigation lighthouses were erected, serving a dual function as maritime aids and powerful symbols of sovereignty. Natural environmental forces continuously test these structures, but the engineered systems demonstrate persistent durability.
Unmanned aerial systems launched daily, expanding surveillance ranges far beyond the horizon's visual limitations.
Strict perimeter security and continuous surveillance systems record all maritime traffic approaching the contested zones. Strict perimeter security and continuous surveillance systems record all maritime traffic approaching the contested zones.
These protected lagoon environments now provide sheltered harboring for substantial naval fleet concentrations.
The deep water facilities serve as the ultimate forward deployment bases for expanding maritime power.
Together, these fortress complexes form a strategic triangle, establishing a permanent power projection network. Geopolitical analysts characterize the $1 trillion project as a masterful, albeit controversial, engineering triumph. But survival requires constant maintenance to battle the endless natural erosion and salt-induced corrosion processes. Systematic material replacement protocols are strictly enforced to ensure the facility's life cycle remains unbroken.
Extreme weather events and typhoons brutally test the structural performance of the concrete wave dissipation systems. Yet, the reinforced concrete and steel construction withstands the ongoing natural forces attempting to reclaim the land. Logistics supply continuity has proven absolutely essential for the sustainability of these remote artificial outposts.
Every detail, from the military-grade asphalt to the perfectly aligned runway lighting, was calculated with systematic precision.
Underlying strategic military implications remain securely protected within windowless, reinforced command centers.
Massive communication infrastructure establishes direct command and control pathways to the mainland. The human engineering effort imposed an unprecedented geographical footprint modification upon the oceanic region.
A territorial presence declaration was literally constructed upon crushed coral and dredged seabed substrates.
The Great Wall of Sand represents a barrier reef approach designed for unyielding insular defense. Marine research facilities coexist alongside the strategic military infrastructure within the comprehensive facility design. Previously isolated and submerged reef formations were entirely transformed into highly organized municipal and military structures. The sand-only foundations were effectively bound and stabilized to handle the constant rotation of permanent garrisons.
As the historic dredger operations concluded, they left behind the most advanced military installations on the planet. Extensive territorial claims were cemented not just through politics, but through irreversible physical engineering transformation. Nighttime port operations demonstrate continuous, uninterrupted military activity patterns across the newly claimed territories.
The project's scale reflects an absolute strategic ambition to establish permanent regional control through engineering methodology.
The runways serve as immovable launching pads, projecting undeniable power across the contested maritime regions.
The Great Wall of Sand stands as a controversial, unprecedented modern engineering achievement that fundamentally altered geography.
It required the precision of millions of tons of reinforced concrete, perfectly positioned to defy the ocean's wrath. Every single interlocking unit was calculated to ensure the $1 trillion investment would never wash away. The rapid logistics network expansion turned a mere sandbank into the ultimate maritime transportation hub.
Continuous supply operations guarantee that these remote fortresses remain fully sustainable, regardless of external conditions. Advanced sensory systems ensure that nothing moves in the surrounding waters without being immediately detected and tracked. The perfectly level corridors of the multi-kilometer aviation infrastructure stand ready for immediate operational deployment. Perimeter coastal defense systems are oriented outward, establishing an impenetrable barrier around the newly claimed maritime boundaries. Deep inside, the underground tunnel networks securely house the critical command and control infrastructure.
Integrated power generation systems provide the lifeblood of electricity required for absolute, continuous operational readiness.
These multi-story concrete monoliths house the thousands of personnel rotating through the permanent garrisons.
Even the environment itself was engineered, with terrestrial soil imported to forcefully establish a habitable ecosystem. Military aircraft capabilities remain carefully concealed within massive, environmentally resistant hardened hangar facilities. Every structural component was designed with geopolitical strategic considerations and ultimate resilience in mind. The 3-kilometer runway length enables operations by the entire spectrum of modern military aircraft types. Deep water channel excavation now seamlessly accommodates the substantial drafts of heavy naval and merchant vessels.
The protected lagoon formations offer safe harbor, shielding the fleet from both the turbulent sea and external observation. Extreme weather testing has proven the absolute validity of the wave energy dissipation systems and structural reinforcements. Extensive fuel storage enables indefinite operational continuity, permanently anchoring the regional military positioning. These integrated defense networks have successfully established rapid response capabilities throughout the entire island archipelago. Navigation lighthouses continuously assert sovereignty, standing as towering sentinels over the critical shipping lanes.
What was once an isolated, submerged reef is now a permanent, highly organized military and municipal structure. Strategic maritime boundaries previously existing only on nautical charts, are now reinforced through physical concrete infrastructure. The Great Wall of Sand stands as a testament to the sheer power of modern, rapid-scale engineering capabilities. This $1 trillion megaproject successfully transformed the fragile, submerged ocean floor into an impenetrable fortress.
It is a permanent geographical transformation, securing absolute regional dominance for generations to come. The engineering systems have demonstrated their ultimate resilience against the continuous pressures of the ocean.
This is the complete, unprecedented story of how the most advanced, $1 trillion island fortress was built.
An engineering marvel that literally created unsinkable land where only deep water existed before.
If you want to see more unbelievable mega projects explained, subscribe to our channel. Subscribe our channel, it's nothing for you, but a lot for us.